Well, if you want help with writing, I could always help.
By the way, just so you know, Sark tasked me with recording the podcast. Guess what? Guess what I just started doing. I forgot to press the record button. So.
Oh god.
Sark. I hope you enjoy the fact that you missed about a good 14 minutes of content.
Oh gosh.
That's just how we roll here, man.
First podcast, nothing's perfect.
How about
Mistakes
we
happen.
Let's do a recap then. How about we do a recap?
Okay,
Hey, I'm here.
recap. I did a cringy intro probably. We talked about the very first Rhino quest, the very first Cleansing the Corruption thread. Talked about our opinions on it. We agreed that Cleansing the Corruption had a very good story point, and for both threads I'm in, I messed up the order for the Cleansing the Corruption. And for Pyasuhon, the Floor 24 Rhino quest, we think having a monster arena is a beautiful idea. And Hikoru wished someone picked up the idea of that.
Hey, well, we are adding an arena of sorts, so just hang tight.
Yeah, arenas are in the future. So,
Yeah.
wait, who's Lightwind? Hello, Lightwind. Has. You forget Has. We have a cap limit. Okay, more quests.
RIP has.
For quests that I know I'm allowed to talk about. We have Floor 25 in the future, the one if people have read the light novel or know of it. The floor is a labyrinth. But for the quest I'm allowed to talk about, there's some old draconic friends who'll be making a reappearance possibly on that floor.
I'm hyped for that.
And along with that, the other quest I know I'm allowed to talk about is there's not allowed to be just one Herculean labor. No. That's how mythology works, my friends. There's multiple Herculean labors. There's multiple Herculean labors, and our amazing PST Neo is working on them.
If we're going with accuracy, I think there were 9 labors that Hercules had done.
Oh, we got Mac. We got the meme king, Kazoo King in the chat now.
Hi, Mac. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago.
And I 45 minutes ago.
No, Mac was there when I went to bed.
So if you know the Herculean labors from mythology, and you just enjoy mythology like I do, if you can't tell by all my naming conventions, I am hyped to see what Neo makes for these. I want to see the final product. So, next up, upcoming events. My dudes, how do we have any? I can hear the I hear the confidence radiating from Hikoru.
Yeah, that was my project, wasn't it? Well, so a quick question for anyone in chat. You got any ideas? I am open for all of them.
By the way, upcoming events. Valentine's Day is a thing.
Yeah, that thing. That's what I was working on. You got any ideas?
Both my characters are not. This is not going to be a good time for them. Kaiser's missing in action right now, and Damaris is way too depressed to even think about a girlfriend.
Okay. How long has my character been depressed about this? It's been a while.
In the arms
he's had his moments.
Those moments are dead. So.
Yeah, but he had. Look, he's dead.
I mean, we're trying, Hikoru. We're trying to make you happy with that true strength fist thread. Which I don't know who posted is now. Is it yours? Is it Baldur's? I don't know.
It is mine. I've just been really busy.
The post guns against your head, then.
Uh,
By the way,
what's next on the agenda?
Funny that you mentioned asking for things, Hick, because one of the things on our agenda for the quest and events section is what would players like to see from a quest? What would players like to see from events? So you asking that is actually on point.
That was the point of the whole joke. That was the segue into that.
Boy, don't I'm oblivious sometimes. I don't take I'm thick.
That's a big yikes for me. That was yeah. Anyways, no. I am open to ideas. I won't even lie. Pretty open to them right about now. We had a base of what we were gonna do, but me and my team, which is we officially call ourselves Team Benny. We've just been really busy IRL, and we really haven't had time to sit down and get something done. So we're open to ideas. If people have got great ideas, I'll run with it. And me and my team will try to work on it ASAP. But yeah.
Next up,
Big yikes for me.
Next up is still in Hikoru's corner, Hikoru's square of development, the floors.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
Upcoming floor things.
Bosses. Incoming floor things. Well, for floor 25, it is in the future. It's coming up pretty quickly. And if you've read the light novel, you would know that the Twisting Labyrinth is really what's going to be coming up. We have given this floor, and Beatbox has claimed this floor. He's in charge, and he promises to make it that it really is a Twisting Labyrinth in some kind of way, you know. I really haven't read any descriptions of it because I've kind of wanted to keep it till it was ready for approval, because that's kind of how I roll. I wait till approval to take a look at something, because sometimes as creators and as one myself, we'll change ideas in the midst and change something entirely. It's happened before, but it's definitely going to be a giant labyrinth. I've heard some rumors of what it's going to be, but I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that. It's definitely going to be an interesting floor, though, and I'm really excited to see what comes of it.
Besides that, I don't know if we're allowed to talk about future floors in the sense of I have not gotten permission from those who have claimed the floor if they want to discuss on the podcast. So
I don't remember if I claimed one or not. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the claim room.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reveal anything about my floor until we get closer to that. And for those listening, I essentially came up with a floor and started working on it before we kind of separated the teams. So I talked to Morgenstern. He said, "Yeah, you can go ahead and keep that claim." So
yeah. We're respectful it that way. You know, us on the floor development, we're respectful of each other. Just kidding. We're respectful of each other. You know, that's how we work here.
I think the only thing I will say about future floors, besides what we know about 25, is that 26 is claimed by Morgenstern. That's all I'll say about that.
I have seen that one. I'm seeing if any of 26 is claimed. 27 is, I think I claimed that one, but that's another canon floor. So I'm gonna have to work with that again, like I did with floor 24.
I'm trying to remember 27. Was that the artisan in the?
Yep, Artisan's Paradise. Yeah.
That. I'm surprised I remembered that.
That was impressive. I'll give that to you. Kudos. Floor 28 is claimed by Atzo, actually.
Oh, that one. I know Kosai's working
Yeah.
on that one. That's his baby right there.
Yeah, and then floor 29 is Balmung. I think that was a.
That is Neo actually. Now Balmung created the floor, and Atzo created 28. But the staff who are working on the quests, Labyrinth, and Boss, for 27, you said that's you. For 28, we have Kosai working on that, and then Neo's working on 29.
Yep. Also, this Balmung person, you want to know the last time they visited site?
What?
That tells you how old this floor's been. The last time they visited was August 3rd, 2017.
Oof.
Dang.
That's a big yikes.
You can feel the AIDS.
Look, man, I'm turning 21. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, think about it this
I'm
way.
22 soon,
You can
so.
pull a Ruby on your 21st birthday, drink yourself silly legally.
I'm good. Thanks, but nah. I will be concealing and carrying, though. I'm going to have a pistol on my head.
So...
Sorry, that's my inner northerner coming out the upper.
But yeah, when it,
Nobody's.
for floor ideas, floor themes, are there any particular things that all y'all would love to see at some point? Like ideas? I know that Bald himself always loves to say that he'd love to see a more Japanese styled floor. Like, I think a way to say like an Edo period style Japanese kind of thing, you know what I mean?
I get you. I think I'll probably go with that because if you haven't noticed, all of my everything I have is Japanese at this point. All my quests, my house, my character, it's just all Japanese. I may try to go with that with floor 27. I said may. I can't guarantee it. It depends. I haven't taken a look at the floor. Really and truly, I haven't done my homework on it. But that's still a ways away because floor 27 is 3 floors up now.
We've already spent like 4 months on just a Labyrinth Guardian.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ways out there, but I can probably guarantee that that'll be
by
working
the
out.
time we get to 27, it'll be the year 2022. If that.
Yo, I don't even want to think about. I don't even want to think about how old I'd be when that happens.
I'm basically by the point we get to 27, I'll be out of college, and that's scary to me.
Oof, that is. Oh yeah, I'd be out of college too, actually. Whew. That's a big yikes for me.
I didn't go to college, so.
But yeah. Continue just trucking on along, people. Boss discussing. I'm curious, what do you two know about the current boss situation, which is Labyrinth Guardian? How educated are you guys?
What's it? I think I can sum up my answer to that in one question. What's its name? I haven't been much on site because I've been so busy and I feel really bad, but I really don't know what this Labyrinth Guardian is. I've heard talk of it, but I haven't looked at it.
Same here. There's 2 reasons I didn't see it. One was because I've just been so busy with my life, and number 2 is that Itzal didn't participate because he and Hestia kind of walked away on bad terms, and suffice it to say, he didn't actually finish the scouting for it.
Yeah, you left before the first roll was done.
Hick is currently scribbling and looking at notes on the new rumors from floor 24 and all the fake quests that he has to filter through and all the info. It's king stuff. That's kind of how we work here.
Yeah.
Well, as a person who's participating in the fight and knows what's been going on, the monster is called the Sahuagin Chieftain. And if you know anything about, anything about the D&D bestiary for Sahuagin, that's how I pronounce it. And
How's this is the lizard man? Kosh?
Basically, if you know about the D&D monster manual, there are Sahuagins in the D&D 5e monster manual. So I don't know if that's where Lemon got the idea from, but
now I gotta go do my homework. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like a fist person. It's on 2 legs. It's wielding a spear.
It's a fish person.
Yeah.
I said it was a lizard person. So okay.
kind of reptile in nature. I don't know. You could call it that.
Reptile. Kosh?
Fish have scales, lizards have scales. What's the difference?
They're all animals to me.
Quite a few things. Okay.
And basically, the fight's been there's a chieftain, and then this fight started off with 4 salmon. The salmon heal the chieftain, or attack you with a ability that removes 2 hate from whoever it hits. You can see
like
where
my
tanks
rhino.
have a hard time already.
Yeah.
And
Except for Xandra and her whole. I know about Xandra and the whole one party thing.
yeah, basically
One person party. That's kind of funny, honestly.
in character, the thing what happened was Hestia and Ruby went in character thinking, we got this. Stream only. Oh no! Don't tell me the stream's silent for no, because Hazard's responding to us, so it can't be silent just for him. So yeah,
I don't think the stream's silent. My game. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself and listen to the stream real quick. Yeah, no, there's still audio,
yeah. Ooh,
so it might be on Mac's end.
That's a big goof for Macrodon then. Yeah, basically in character Hestia's mentality was we beat up the floor 23 Labyrinth Guardian with just 2 tanks. What could be difficult about this one? A lot of things actually. Because the constant healing made it so that me and Ruby did no damage to the chieftain.
What? Ruby did no damage.
In the sense of, with all 4 salmon, they were doing 2,000 points of healing. So the strategy became beat up the salmons, which we did until there was 0 left. Then they all respawned, so we beat them all up again until they were down to 1. And around the first time we defeated them, came in Zanjo for sweeping AoEs, which helped a lot. And then came in the pun squad.
The pun squad. I remember when that happened. That was funny.
There was Hikoru with "You need a Hikoru."
Yeah, so that coming.
Seal set up the "What does that make us?" Ball dressing in big damn heroes and all that. And out of character, I appreciate it. In character, I judge them harshly. And basically, go ahead.
This is where I'm at a crossroads because Hick would roll his eyes, but Deku would just laugh. And I'm like at a crossroads between D&D and SAO now, and it's like this big internal battle of whether to laugh and agree or to cry. I don't know. It's big yikes. Anyways.
Yeah, so basically in the fight at the moment, we have the chieftain at finally half health, 1 salmon left on the field to do the healing, and Hestia and Ruby missed their attacks, followed by the chieftain missing his attacks. So there's this entire turn.
My fight with the wolf all those ages ago.
So there's this entire turn of no one hitting each other, just staring at you like, well, what do we do now?
Yeah.
And the entire time, they're just flexing and trying to be like, yeah, we have values, we're really cool people. Like, you missed, though.
You're funny.
It's like, what do we do now?
Values. This is
and
SAO. We
till
break your
it dies.
And
You come into SAO with values. You come into SAO with values. You leave broken. That is how this site works.
I feel like it's the reverse. The longer Alpine has Hestia, the more values he's getting.
Well,
not with the rest of the site. Hestia is a rare case.
I wouldn't say that everyone breaks though. Like Itzal hasn't broken. He's just kind of,
I
like,
would
taking a
say
break.
I'll disagree with you.
I would disagree with you. Let's face it. You're depressed. Okay, get out of here.
In character, you're depressed.
No, he's not.
You're going all lone wolf on us.
He's not depressed anymore. I can tell you his thought process right now.
Go
All
ahead.
right, I'm listening.
All right. So he's basically taking a break so that he can meditate on a few things. And while he's taking a break from everyone else, he's choosing to take down a couple of player killers trying to keep accessible. However, he doesn't want people knowing it's him because then they'll just come to him again, and therefore he's taking up another identity, which is he's no longer depressed. Damaris is the one who's depressed like crap.
Yep, because Hestia ruined his life.
No, she didn't ruin his life. She saved him. He just needs to find the right path to take now.
In essence, I don't think Itzal's taking a break. I'd say Macdon's taking a bigger break than Itzal at this point. Like Macdon's leaving the front lines like entirely. Itzal is still there under just a different persona.
Yeah, Itzal's taking a break from everyone else basically. Because no one knows it's him, they're not going to walk up and start talking to him about all the issues that need to be resolved.
Except Hestia being like,
he's not ready for that. He's taking time to kind of
doing?
process everything. So Itzal's not depressed. He's not broken. He's just taking a little bit of time to meditate on a few things. That make sense?
It makes sense.
I suppose.
By the way, Has contributed to the conversation saying Has is not broken and the Kai will never break. And Chisono, the PK supporter, is already broken. They came pre-gifted broken.
They came pre-gifted. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like, but the thing is, Hestia wants to return that gift. Where's the receipt?
Ooh.
Okay. Next up on the topics is donations. It's that time of the podcast where we talk about donations. As usual, there's the monthly donation from Percival. These donations keep the site running, keep the money back filled in Aaron's house. They keep everything amazing. Along with that, we received a donation from one of our newer players, actually, Mortambo. So,
Mortambo. I like his name.
To both of you, a very warm welcome, a very warm thank you. And Mortambo, welcome to the site. Stay beautiful, stay classy.
Yay, money! Slowly but surely, Aaron is turning... Capitalism. Slowly but surely, Aaron is just turning into Smaug.
Slowly but surely, the dragon horde will be built.
Slowly.
Okay. I think I'll say this now, because there is like a minute delay on the podcast. For those who have questions, who want answers to those questions, please put them in the chat, DM them to me. Do some form of communication so we know the questions you want answers towards. Want to hear a topic discussed? Feel free to hit that up also. Send it. We'll happily do it. And last
just
but
remember
not
to smash
least,
that like button down below.
I am doing the whole YouTube personality thing right now, I know. And lastly but not least, call-ins. We're still doing call-ins, even if it is SAO podcast decaf version.
I am not. Excuse you. I am not a decaf. I am a dark roast.
I don't drink coffee, so I don't even know what that means.
Dark. Okay, so the decaf is no caffeine. Regular is regular caffeine. Dark roast is like a lot of caffeine, like strong. And then turbo shots are just straight up like caffeine and a morphine-like substance. You just inject it into you, and you run. It's like 5-hour energy on steroids. I swear.
That sounds disgusting.
Oh, it is. As a person that worked at a we'll call it Pumpkin Donuts. As a person that has worked there, I can state from a fact it is absolutely disgusting.
Hikoru, that's about as subtle as the odd ones outs. When they do the video, like
Sewer Boy. Yeah. Pumpkin Donuts. Yeah, that's a reference for anyone that's old. Like
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I still have the photo on my phone.
Nice.
I'm like, I can't ever get rid of this. This is too good. I will make it a thing one day. Maybe tomorrow.
And to continue on track for the podcast, the frontline status, where I think I'm the only one still viable to talk about this. We're at the Labyrinth Guardian stage.
35% of the players are gone. They all left.
Yeah.
We're at the Labyrinth Guardian stage. It's been stuck in stasis for about 2 months due to Lemon doing lemon things. I don't even know. But thankfully, the ever hardworking Neo, who does so much projects, like, dear God, take a break. See us take up the Lab Guardian to actually post as it. It's amazing. Posts are getting done. So it's always beautiful that's getting done.
We are now accepting applications for Neo to take a GM spot. I am willing to make a GM spot for Neo. Just the everything title. Just they work on everything. There is no boundaries for this young person. Thank you.
Neo does do a lot of stuff for everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we give them an everything tag? Like, they just do
Floater.
everything.
well, that's the thing.
Later. Okay.
Neo
Like,
called it float.
Many people don't know this, but there is a position in staff that is basically being a PST called floater. And I mean this.
Oh yeah, I used to be one of those.
But instead of like there being a floater now, it's just like you're a PST. You do everything because you need work to do. Because we have the joke of if you're a PST, you don't do much, so you make your own work.
Well, with 3.0, that might change. Just saying.
Okay, continue on. The raid highlights, which is Labyrinth highlights. As I said, there was the Punch Squad moment, which I have to appreciate.
That was always good.
Auto mod had message freeze and aggressive for a lot. No, allow that. Don't be a dick, Nightbot.
Do it.
So I allowed Macdown message because apparently Nightbot's been like, that could be seen as aggressive. We don't want to allow aggressiveness in the chat. Like, nah, that's Macdown being Macdown. Don't worry about it.
Just chill.
Yeah, chill, Nightbot, chill. Yeah, so raid highlights. There was the pun moments, which I again appreciate and don't appreciate. Baldur, if you're watching the podcast, don't change. And after that, the next big thing I'd say the thing that I took notice in the Labyrinth Guardian was Zandra's quote. I'm gonna try to quote Zandra here without referencing the thread. She referenced Sealed's group of Sealed, Hiru, and Baldur as warriors. They're there for the loot in the last hits. And then she referenced Ruby and Hestia, calling them the defenders, people who fight to protect what's most important to them. And then she called herself the berserk healer. She's neither of those, and she's just there to be there. I'm pretty sure I messed up Zandra's part, but that's where I got the gist of it. And then Hestia followed up with that, being like, "Okay, I can get behind that. Yeah, I'm the defender." And on top of that, she said, "You know what? I don't care about the last hits. I don't care about your dang uniques. If I get a unique that don't fit me, I'm gonna give it away for free, because that's how survival works." And then she said on top of that, along with that, everything in my shop is now free. Orders, items in shop, they're all free now. So those were my raid highlights, honestly. And moving along to a segment that once again we'll give credit to Baldur towards when I asked him ideas for what he would want to hear on the podcast, and monthly Fed topics that we think are interesting or just have amazing RP quality that we would want to talk about. I spent some time, aka yesterday, to look through all the Feds of the January month and picked out some that I thought looked cool or worth mentioning, because why not? And ones I picked out were ones that were the first ever quest ones, aka the Rhino one and the Cleansing to Corruption. So I put those up, those are ones I would like to mention because it's the kind of I would like to motivate people in a sense to just do quests on the new floors. You don't need to rush in being like raid, 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 raid. They're like, just take some time, enjoy the floor, explore it, because you get good RP like role play potential out of that.
Yeah, a bunch of weebs.
I think
Get
it's
to
not.
work.
I think it's not much so weird. It's more so like power playing. I don't know.
There have been times where I had Itzal just for a full thread just explore a floor. So
And honestly,
you can definitely get role playing material out of that.
Okay, there's Zandra's quote. I am neither a warrior or defender. I'm a berserker, the berserk healer. I fight because I enjoy it.
Ooh, I like that.
And speaking of Zandra, I recommended a thread from her, cause I did it because of the title only. I'm gonna admit that it was because of the title that made me think of this. Seems like a very character important title, and the title was. It's very fitting of the quest I made. It's called Why Do I Fight? What Do I Fight For? The thread's not finished, but this based on the title alone. I'm thinking it has a good bit of possible character development into it. Like, does it sound like it? This is Zanja seems to have this like.
It sounds interesting. It sounds interesting.
Especially since
I feel like
having this like I want to call it identity crisis of what he's there for.
I personally feel like Hick is going to be brought into this some way, somehow stabbing her 37 times in the chest.
But why though? What did C do to you, Hikoru?
At the time, that was when Ariel first turned bad. And
yeah, that would leave a bad taste because Lonefall was your mentor.
Look, and in case anyone forgot, Ariel was Hick's fiance at the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this person sided with her, and he was like, "Why would you do it?" And he was because he was broken. I mean, he was straight up broken. It sucked.
Which Itzal actually spoke with Zandra and asked her about that and got all the details from her side. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, I can show you. I can link you to the thread right now.
Please do it. I want to read. Linkle.
You know what, Balder? I approve of that reason for fighting. Balder doesn't fight for the last hit. Balder fights for the waifus.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Balder, I know you missed it.
Read it after the podcast.
Balder, I know you missed it, but Hikoru did mention he might be making your dream floor in the future. Possibly.
In the future. Possibly. Can't guarantee. Depends on how much coal you slide under the table. I'm not handling some taxes.
Oh, Mac, you poor fool. You waiting for Ruby to do a post? Guess we're not gonna see you again.
Let me know how that goes for you, man. Okay?
MacDon's not returning to Ruby posts? Oh man, MacDon's just gone then. He's done. Like, that's in essence waiting for, like, Taeyeon to do a post. You're gonna be waiting a long time. Okay. And next up on my list, I saw a thread called The Hunt, Act 1. That was created by Oikawa and has a sealed beat and Baldwin comics there. And to me, I know Sealed has been wanting to make a guild that has at least like beat and Baldur in it. So I think the idea of Oikawa might be the trying to transition him into being part of the guild that they maybe want to create. That's my theories, at the very least. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm zoning out and reading. Wow.
Reading what?
What do you think I'm reading?
Well, dude, that's for after the podcast.
It's too late. I'm sorry. I got really excited. I really started to read. I was like, "Oh, this is good."
Apologize to everyone. He asked for the thread
I'm sorry.
that
I'm sorry.
Itzal asked Xandra about what happened,
Sorry.
and now he's just okay. Then
It's really good. It started really good.
I think we lost Hikoru.
Okay, no, Itzal,
No,
you have
I'm
to,
back.
Itzal, no, you have to say what the
back.
thread's called now. What's
Huh?
the thread called?
Oh, past and future.
Light and shadows.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised that shadows didn't come up on my radar. Honestly.
It's probably because it's like the title.
No. It'll even claim. But I usually put it in Master of Shadows.
Okay, yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
Although I'm surprised, you guys say my name a bunch, and does it?
It might have came up. You just missed it with other notifications. That's happened to me before.
You're right. I'm gonna hold on. Hick's gonna use his shadow powers and stalk everyone real quick. Hidden village, face claim.
When it comes to the feds of the one that Sealed and Oikawa and all that part of, the fact that it's called Act 1, I'm very excited to see where that's going. Because that means it's a multi-part story.
That's
I always
where it's gonna
enjoy that.
stay for another year and a half.
Oh, Macrodon, you're posting the meme again.
Wait. That's not me. That's you guys. That's on you. Yeah, but you
What?
Looking at the. Anyway.
Oh, the chat that I can't see.
Yeah, I'm looking. Let's have a Discord moment.
Oh wait, okay, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
That's right. I muted it. That's why I'm not getting anything.
Yeah.
After the Hunt Act 1, the next up is a thread created by Balder, where he actually accepted Sark's challenge of finding Sark. The reason I mentioned that one, because I just want to see how that ends. I want to see if he does manage to get Sark actually back.
That would be interesting, because, like, I can imagine, like, Shark coming back and just going, like, what the hell happened here?
Why is the front line now a sit-so without any formations?
You know, I leave and everything goes to crap.
Hicks over here in the corner depressed. Ariel's not here.
Shark walks over and starts dragging him out of the shadows.
I mean the
Come here. No, I don't want it. No. He's like kicking and screaming like a little kid. No,
The thing is, if Sark comes back,
That would be
I
so
don't think
amusing
he
to
knows
see, to be honest.
anyone. I don't know if Sark knows anyone in
Actually?
character.
Nope, Shark knows Hick.
Really?
Yep, there was one thread where me and Ariel were going for Knights of the Blood Oath, and it was a test to take on the bandit camp. We did that, and Shark met us at a pub, and Hikoru was very intimidated at the time because Shark was Shark. But this is before me and Shark actually became like good friends. So this was like I'm gonna play the nice like senpai role, like senpai, noticed me, and I was noticed. It was awesome. I should probably go and find the thread. It's probably archived to crap, but.
Might be. Sealed made the finding Sark thread. Balder is just part of it, I think. Because I swear I saw Balder posting it, so I just assumed incorrectly.
You guys know what assuming does.
Yep. Don't know if I want to say it.
I'm not saying it.
Good, then we just acknowledge that's a thing?
We acknowledge it's a thing.
Okay, then.
That's where we're keeping it. Anyways.
Next up, a Mars thread.
Ooh.
Acceptance for brokenness.
Ah, yeah, that one.
I brought it up because it seems to help both Mina and Damaris deal with their emotional baggage in some way.
Yeah, Damaris is a little upset at her right now because she's like, it's really hard to explain. They're both having stuff go on, but like, if you want to go with quantity as well as quality, like Damaris has done some really bad stuff, whereas Mina's baggage comes from two accidents, essentially, that she blames herself for.
Does Papa Hick need to come and just like?
No. At this point,
what did I tell you?
Hick.
No. Give me a second. Let me pull it up just to read to you what he's done.
No. What they need.
I am not letting a young man of that caliber around my daughter.
Oh yeah, Papa Hick is the meme of he just father figures Mina. Yeah, I think at this point they need Balder Senpai to give them the emotional support that they need.
Oh heck nah, Balder Senpai is like Balder Senpai, but this is my daughter. Cannot deny that he is a senpai. He is a good-looking senpai. Anyways,
Balder's best senpai, honestly.
Okay, so here's best senpai. I'm gonna send everything that Damaris has done in the podcast chat so you guys can see.
Yeah, because just to read it all out would take a little bit.
Yikes!
It's too much words. Hold on a second.
I will read it out.
Oh, Hikoru, please don't.
All right, I'm waiting.
I don't know if Twitch Skylines will allow us to read this.
There
you go. That's the right way to do it.
There we go. I'm the best voice actor, ladies and gentlemen. That is one of my dreams.
I just want to imagine Sark. The next day comes in and be like, "What the hell happened here?" Hestia's like,
"What?
What in the sand hell going on?"
Hick was here. Just say Hick was here, and I think that explains everything, honestly.
And
Hick was our guest. I see. Yes.
And I added a little bit of for fun news, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
Macrodon has a life-mending trinket.
In summary, Damaris is kind of like seeking help and redemption from her, and in turn, he's kind of like indirectly helping her. So the thread is extremely accurate for what's going on right now.
I'm just gonna Hick's gonna like peek over from the corner, and you're just gonna see him like pick up a phone, just be like, "Hello, yeah, need to speak with Aerith." Just hand it to her.
You mean the guy who went serial killer?
Oh yeah, no. Remember, I'm sure Hick could still get along with Aerith just fine.
By the way, for fun news, Macrodon has a life-mending trinket that's tier 3. He's asking 300 tier 3 materials to be able to get it.
That's it?
300 tier 3 materials to be able to buy it off him. And Neo's offering a loan of 150 materials of tier 3 quality.
See, I would have gotten that for Kaiser, but Kaiser's been offline for a very long time. I'm not sure if she's coming back.
Right now, the major players who are trying to get it are me, because I do need healer things eventually. And the vendor is Pinball for some reason. I don't know why, but he wanted the life-mending trinket. And then there was Neo.
He said he had like a big, broad plan. In fact, I even gave Pinball some mats.
I know. I felt betrayed. How dare you?
You want to talk about feeling betrayed?
Sir.
You want to talk about feeling betrayed?
Yeah, come on.
Let's talk about Ariel again.
Yeah. To move on once more, we're on to Itzal's Playground 3.0.
Alright, I'll just mute myself for a while.
So, first things first, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not going to share any more about 3.0 itself, because any more information I give out will be going too far and spoiling too much. I've already shared a lot about 3.0. So right now I'm basically going to be telling you about the progress we've been having so far, which, as I promised, we have been making progress. We set up a system. Neo helped set up a system that helps us stay organized. And we're having weekly meetings and all that kind of stuff. So we're basically focusing on the issues with 3.0 currently, and we divided them into minor issues and major issues. The major ones we handle during the meetings, and then the minor ones we just kind of handle throughout the week. It's been going rather smoothly. We've already settled what leveling system is going to be, what the SP is going to be, etc., etc. So we're making a lot of headway. As far as the rules, we still have to write out the 3.0 version, which could take a while depending on how fast we can burn through that. And by the way, if any of you guys want to see any specific change with the rules thread, such as format, priority, detail, let us know. So, like, if you don't like the way it's formatted, let us know what you prefer. If there's an area of the rules that you don't think is as important and should be and that something else should be more important than that and mentioned and more detailed than something else, go ahead and let us know. Whether or not it gets implemented, I'm not sure, because we'll have to discuss it as a staff team. But any suggestions is always appreciated.
But by the way, Itzal, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
And I'd like a reason I'm only interrupting you because of one thing that happened. But the former king of the podcast, Sark, who trusted me with this one episode to lead it, is in the chat right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So whatever you do, don't tell him. Whatever you do, don't tell him. Hikoru, live, boy, live, Hikoru. Brave.
So for those who couldn't see, Hikoru jumped out of the voice chat real quick and then jumped back in.
I was just like, nah, Shark's here. He can't catch.
Has, why are you being a snitch? Has, don't be a you don't snitch, you get stitches.
Happen if you keep snitching on us.
Alright, so
first podcast, things happen. Just don't be surprised, Sark, when you get the recording. If you do get recording, that if things don't look right. It's the first podcast. I need to you forget things in your first podcast. You've had about like 2 years. This is my first one.
You're banned.
God dang it! I'm banned from the podcast now. But yeah, so any more 3.0 things you want to talk about?
Yeah, there's a couple more. So quests are going to be revamped essentially. They're changing SP to experience, and so all the quests have to be changed there. But at the same time, they're also going to be trying to update them. So system is ready to help Floor Team with that if they need it. But the thing is, if 3.0 is finished before the quests are fully revamped, then only the revamped quests will essentially be giving out any rewards, I want to say. Because if the experience isn't updated, then so you wouldn't be really getting any rewards at that point. So that's just a heads up in case 3.0 comes out before all the quests are fully revamped.
Things might come in segments.
Yeah, 3.0, when we finish 3.0, is coming in like chunks. Either 2 chunks or 3 chunks. And we're releasing them like in between weeks. So like we're releasing the first chunk in a week, get ready. We release it, and then we get ready and then we let them know that we're sending out the second one in another week or a couple days. We're still going to be discussing the exact amount of heads up time, but I want to give time to prepare, because essentially we're going to be telling people, we're going to show what it is and give players a week's time to adjust before we make it official. That's basically what's going to happen. As for the rest, as for other systems development, we're tabling a lot of stuff because like we have ideas, we have changes we want to do, we have all sorts of ideas, but for the sake of getting 3.0 out, tabling ideas for after 3.0 is out. Now, if this includes any ideas players have to give us, so if there's any new ideas you want to add, if there's any big changes you want to make or see, we're probably going to table that for after 3.0, or it might have already been made in 3.0. We won't be able to tell you until you see for yourself. And the only thing else I have to say is please join the team. Please join. It's literally just me and Axios and a couple of other teams who are helping us out. So if you have interest in joining the systems development, this is the time.
Yeah, join if you're interested / have the capacity to do the job effectively. What's Itzal? Yeah. What kind of skills would your team members need?
Well, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Everyone seems to think that it's all numbers, and it's really not. It's really, like, I kid you not, we haven't talked about numbers until we hit the experience and level tables, which at that point, Axios and Neo, I let them take over because they are good with numbers. Everything else is more about discussing, like, how things will affect others, what would be the best method. That's with the troubleshooting. With everything else, it's mainly coming up with new ideas, new enhancements, new mechanics, new systems. And I can give an explanation of like a new mechanic after 3.0 comes out because I don't want to reveal anything yet. But essentially, yeah, coming up with new ideas, making the current ones better and reinforced. Troubleshooting, it's really not much numbers when you come down to it. It's like 25% numbers, and the rest is your creativity and problem solving.
But with that, next, I think that's all you'd want to talk about at the moment?
Yeah, I literally got nothing else.
Okay.
Just that we're actually making progress.
Since Shark is not here to do it himself, that leaves me with the responsibility of talking about the Minecraft server. Which is Starting Town. I think Hikoru is not doing some work on that.
You're funny. My problem is I would be doing work, Shark. I promise I would be doing work, but my brother took my mouse, so I can't play Minecraft with a trackpad and build like I do. So
your brother took your mouse?
It was originally his mouse, but
okay. So technically, you stole it from him.
I did. I was borrowing it without thoughts of returning. Shut up! Don't laugh at me. I don't want to talk about it.
To talk about the Minecraft server, we have the floor border, which is 100% complete. The starting town, 72% complete. And progress has started on the second town. That's all the notes he left for me regarding the Minecraft.
That's all you need to know. That's all you know. Please apply. Like, can we get help, please? Like, more than just mental help, because I've lost that.
But yeah,
I would help, but I've got way too many projects in real life that I'm trying to handle right now.
You're good, bro. You're good.
By the way, Itzal, something that should not be in 3.0 are unwritten rules. Write them down.
Hey, we're trying to make the rules first. It's a priority list, bud. Rules have to exist before you can write them down.
And
who needs rules?
As we hit the Q&A section, one more reminder, send in questions if you have them. We'll answer them. Topics to discuss, we'll talk about them. And we'll also be doing call-ins. If you want to do a call-in, what you have to do, go to the Discord server, jump into the karaoke chat. Yes, we're using the karaoke chat for this. and
yeet.
and when it's time for call-ins, we'll just pull you right in the general chat so you can join the discussions. Keep in mind, the call-ins are used for if you have a topic that you want to talk in with a dialogue, like just talk back and forth about. Now with that out of the way, let's do the questions that we got now, like now live, rather than what we got beforehand. For the fun of it, why not, right? And to start it off, Hikoru. This is from Hazard. It's about his alt Anakai.
Oh no.
When are we getting the only two info brokers together in the same thread and meeting?
Y'all keep snitching, it ain't ever gonna happen.
Well, you heard him, Haz. Stop your snitzing if you want a thread.
Snitches don't get rewards. They don't get.
Snitches are bad info brokers.
Snitches are horrible info brokers. You did that with Hick. I'm sorry, he'd be sending Aerith on you. Like, hey yo, look, it'd be like the mafia. Like, hey Aerith, I need you to break his kneecaps for me, alright?
This is how mafia works.
Don't send him floating down the Aincrad River over the edge. You got me? You feel me? Good. Alright. I'm really tired.
Next up is it's a I have an answer to, but I don't know if you guys do. This is from Macrodon. What are your favorite anime this season?
My favorite anime remains unchanged regardless of what new ones I've seen. So,
what is it?
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Why not talk about why it's your favorite?
There's multiple reasons. One of them is the story was just so well written out, like from beginning to end, and I'm very, very how it ended as well. Like a lot of animes, they usually have some kind of, but Fullmetal Alchemist takes care of every single loose end. There's nothing left unsaid.
Okay, when you say Fullmetal Alchemist, you mean Brotherhood, right?
Brotherhood, yes.
Gotta make sure we get the distinction.
Yeah. The character development was well written out as well. Just showing how the characters change interactions with others from their experiences, how they've matured, and just everything really. And in addition, it also has to do with my own personal tastes. I really like things that I really like fantasy magic, but at the same time, I like a little taste of realism with that. So the way alchemy was in the story was very balanced. It had set rules that you couldn't break. Like, it was literally my ideal kind of fantasy magic. So yeah, it's my personal favorite.
Hikoru, Macdon's question. What are your favorite anime this season?
Okay, I am 100% with Itzal. I have loved Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood ever since I found it about 2 years ago. I have watched it many a times. I even got my roommate to watch it with me.
Nice.
Oh yeah, no, I got him into it, and what I did is I was cruel. I downloaded all the videos illegally, but I really had fun doing it. I'd give him like 10 episodes a day, and he'd come to me at the end of the day like, "I hate you," because it always ended up on a cliffhanger. It was awesome.
Dude, cool. Like when I watched it for the first time, and like I had to get off, but like I was telling my mom, give me like one more episode, just one more episode, cliffhanger, and then the next episode was an even worse cliffhanger because it was at the last season where everything just builds up and up and up and up and up.
Oh yeah. I feel you.
Oh man.
Pause. Okay. There was an equity error. Please try again for the stream. So let me see if I can just refresh the page to make that work. If it doesn't work, I'll just tell people to get into the general chat. like the chat we're in, and I'll just mute them all. Honestly, that's how I'll do things.
Yeah.
Because I think it's all crapping out, because my college dorm is now waking up. So you now have like hundreds of kids
Yikes.
using the Wi-Fi.
It's a big yikes.
I'm so glad we agree on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh yeah, no, I could talk about the strong-arm alchemist.
Roy Mustang was my favorite alchemist, if I'm being honest.
Who is?
Roy Mustang.
Oh yeah, Mustang was awesome. I loved. But oh, hello. Who needs to be muted? Everyone needs to be muted. Mute them.
Basically, yeah.
Mutiny. But no, if I had to talk about, I love General Armstrong, the strong-arm alchemist, using the alchemy passed down the Armstrong line for generations.
Oh yeah. Again, like all the characters are very well developed. They have great personalities.
And to realize that he's actually a really big softie, and like the war really bothered him, but he was bothered that he never tried anything to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, I'm sorry, but at the end when he fights and he goes, "I'm not backing down again," I was like, yes.
Yeah, and that's
yes!
what I love. That's what I love is like the story builds up these characters and builds up their history, their personality, and then basically what happens is it at the end of it, and at the end of it, it takes all those stories and history and personalities, and it kind of like lets them bloom to their glory. So,
Okay, and Itzal, the podcast sadly started going bad around the part when you talk about 3.0. So can you do Z a favor and repeat what you said?
Oh gosh.
Or just paraphrase it.
Okay, give me a second. So essentially everything's divided into minor issues and major issues in 3.0 that we're taking care of. Basically patchwork and just problem solving, troubleshooting, things like that. We're working on getting 3.0 finished. Part of that is like all the major issues are being discussed in weekly meetings. And then we're tabling anything extra that can be done after 3.0 has been made. Quests, that's floor team's job, because they have to change all the SP and convert it into experience points. Once that's and 3.0 comes out before the quests, then there may be only a few quests that are available because of the updating and the experience changing and all that. And then beyond that, just if you guys have any ideas that you want, send it to us and we can table it for after 3.0. Or even better, you could join the team and try helping us get 3.0 out there and start working and help us work on the table aspects.
And about the some skills required as a member of the 3.0 team. What were those skills?
Okay, so for 3.0, a lot of people think that it's like 100% math, and it's not. It's like 25% math. And then the rest is divided into creativity and problems, basically. That's basically what it is. So if you enjoy being creative and like new ideas to add, if you're good at problem solving, which is very important. If you're good at problem solving is probably the most important job of 3.0. Sorry, not 3.0. Systems development. So if you're good at problem solving, that's greatly needed. And then math is good, but not 100% necessary. I'm not good at math, and so for leveling tables and experience tables, I let Axios and Neo handle that one.
By the way, Itzal, Magdan said 25% math. That is like ended up being like a third of the game then.
I'm trying to make a point. Like it's not as much math as you'd expect it to be.
Okay. Now that I will repeat what I said. It's time for the Q&A section. If you have any questions, we have answers. You want a topic to discuss? We'll talk about it. If you want to have like a full-length discussion of something that can't be answered in simple, just like here's our answers, I'll unmute you and we can just talk about it. I'm up for this. And with that said, we start off with our favorite anime of the season. Itzal and Hikoru stated that theirs was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes. Yes.
However, for myself, I think what I meant to say was like the anime of this winter season. So I'm gonna answer that part of the question. And for me, that is the rise of a sealed hero. I am watching that like every day that when it comes out as soon as possible. I even like went online, found the first thing that was like the manga of it, and I just blasted through that all in one night. It's that good. Like it's to me like a very good anime, a good manga, and I would recommend watching it to people. Because basically, the Rise of a Sealed Hero is to explain the basic plot is four kids from four different versions of Japan get sent to a different reality that has basic concepts of a video game. Of you get monster drops, you can upgrade your items, yada yada. And they're the four legendary heroes of this myth, which is the spear hero, sword hero, bow hero, and then the sealed hero. And
Okay.
the sealed hero gets the short end of the stick on everything. I won't explain how, but yeah, Has knows what I'm talking about. He's seen sealed hero, and it's beautiful. Plus, it has in the second episode, something you need to protect, which is, if you know the anime thing, there was Komi-san, and now there's Ratalia-chan. You got to protect the raccoon child.
Oh, raccoon child?
Yeah, it's like her race is called like demi-human, which is like entirely human with like small animalistic features. And hers is like little raccoon ears. Like kind of like Tanuki style. Hey, no, it's a raccoon child. It's a raccoon child, not squirrel child. Get it right, Has. But if you're talking about my favorite anime of all time, I will give that to Code Geass. In all honesty. I enjoyed Code Geass a lot, and it's an anime that I think I could go back and watch it repeatedly over and over and over again. The only reason I'm not giving it to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is I have not seen the entirety of the anime. I've only seen pieces, which I know is sacrilege, but I've not watched the entire thing. Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Okay, I'm just asking. I see Hikoru's mic that's being green the entire time, so I was wondering if my headphones were crapping out.
No. I'm sorry. I don't know why he's doing that.
Yeah, I was waiting for a second. Okay, now for the questions that we got before the podcast started, they are all about 3.0, Itzal, so I hope you enjoy.
Oh gosh.
I'm just gonna sit back and take a nap then. All right.
First off, Itzal. Wild Dance / Whips, are they making a comeback?
Wild Dance and Whips, yes, they are coming back. It took a little while for me to come up with a way to bring them back, but I came up with that method a while, like when I first joined. So yeah, they are coming back, definitely.
Hooray!
So all y'all former Whips and Wild Dance users like Mina and I think even Z, You get your weapons back. They're making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Okay.
They're making a comeback.
I can answer this next one. It's from Balder. Are we going to have the new boss rotation for floor 24? The answer is hopefully yes. From what I remember and what we have planned, that is the idea.
Big yikes.
So we'll see how that goes. If the new rotation actually works out in our favor and like perfectly, we're gonna be using that. Is what I would imagine. It's just fucking Macadon. I don't know if that counts as an important thread. The test how many spoilers you can put into one post. Next up, Itzal. Back to 3.0.
Alright.
We'll do this but question by question, okay?
Yeah.
Because these are multi-part questions, really. This is the sort-out section of these questions. Are we keeping energy or going to full cooldowns?
Okay, so once again, I'm not revealing anything else regarding 3.0 because it would be too much of a I want it to be a surprise. So I'm not going to be answering too many questions regarding 3.0, only stuff that has already been mentioned or clarified.
Next up.
I apologize for if this is a disappointment to you, Balder. I want it to be a surprise.
I'm gonna read off all of these anyway, so. How will cooldowns work? Will it be different for each weapon?
Since they're all linked, I mean, I'm looking at all the questions right now, linked to the same thing. So I'm answering all of them right now. I'm not answering them because it's just too much information on 3.0.
But what familiars?
Again, there's not much I can say in that area. I explained to people that they're going to be a companion instead of a tool, because right now everyone uses familiars as an enhancer, and we're changing that to they're their own entity and fight alongside you. I'm not going to explain how that works, just that they are an NPC that follows you. So.
And already the last question from Balder before the podcast started. The roles of players when 3.0 hits will it stick to the free roll thing, where they start getting more niche.
Honestly, if we're gonna be honest, it's kind of similar to the way it is right now, where like there is no official builds, but it's like certain skills kind of bundle up together to create their own role or build. So like it like there's no official class in SAO. It's basically like Skyrim. Like it depends on what skills you get. And I will say we're adding a lot more skill. So I'll leave. Well, we're adding a couple skills and new enhancements. So I'll basically leave it to your imagination.
Okay, then. With that being said, I'll say once more. You have questions? We have answers. You want to hear us talk about a topic? It doesn't have to be SAO related. It can be just like personal questions if you want to ask those kind of questions. It could be like what kind of things we like. We're answering about also. And if you want to do a call in, we have like a full length conversation that can't be answered with simple question and answer formats. I'll unmute you. You can